Sunrise on Lake Osakis. But this is not just another Minnesota fishing lake. On this dawn, Osakis is more like a symphony hall, a symphony conducted by Mother Nature, with an orchestra of grebes and gulls and so many nameless sounds. It's a magical melody and a rare one. This is the western grebe. As its name implies, it's a bird commonly found in western states, but apparently spreading eastward.
Actually, when we first came here in 1959, and I was doing a lot of fishing at that time, and we didn't have the western grebes here at that time. I would say that the western grebes came in here about the early 80s, and they weren't nearly as many then as we have now.
Now Osakis is home to one of the largest concentrations of western grebes east of the Rocky Mountains. Why have the grebes chosen Osakis? Nobody knows for sure. But Osakis is rich in fish life, and grebes are busy fish eaters. And some lake residents worry the grebes are eating too many fish.
I think for a lot of people it's sort of a catch-22 situation. I have watched these grebes now for many years. I honestly think that it's not detrimental as far as the fishing is concerned. I really don't think so.
Lake Osakis fishing guide Jerry Williams tends to agree.
Hear him doing that click, click, click?
For some customers, Williams ends up being a bird guide instead of a fishing guide.
And we go out for 8 hours, and 4 hours of it is spent here in the rookery watching the birds.
Indeed, Osakis may be the most birdie lake in Minnesota's 10,000 lakes. Forester terns fill the air. Pelicans skim the surface. The brightly dressed yellow-headed blackbird flits amid the cattails. And other grebe species, the redneck grebe, swim in the shallows. Yet the most impressive feathered resident is the one with the long white neck, black cap, and red eye. And its song on Osakis is a fascinating sign of spring.
As soon as the ice goes out on Lake Osakis, watch for the grebes.
But don't expect to see them in the air.
As you can see, they're pretty much shaped like a bullet, and they're fantastic flyers. They're fantastic flyers. However, they don't fly at all during the mating and season at all.
But in courtship, the western grebes perform a different kind of dance. It starts with lots of bobbing heads and busy necks. As the grebe symphony plays, the dance soon begins. First one dance, and then another. Some say they look like outboard chickens.
Doesn't that look like an outboard chicken to you?
It's all for courtship, of course.
And so when they find their mate, and they're back at the grounds where they're going to be doing their nesting, that's when they go down and they pick up weeds and come together and do the weed dance.
Soon it's nesting time. Grebes don't mind nesting company, and the nest consists of 2 to 4 eggs on floating mats of vegetation. Fresh out of the egg, young grebes catch a ride on their mother's back. Until they learn to swim, that's where they'll stay. Stay until fall. One day in October, the symphony on Lake Osakis comes to an end.
That you'll wake up one morning and there will not be a single grebe on the lake. They leave at night.
But all summer long, the grebes wave goodbye. I'm Ron Chera, Minnesota Bound.